Meine Damen und Herren, hier ist der neue Trainer.
Hey guys, welcome to a brand new EA Sports FC 24 career mode, and this time we are joining or will be traveling to Germany for this team, VfB Lübeck. Certainly I do not know too much about this team. Again, I just randomly picked out a team from a hat in the third division of Bundesliga. And I see some of you guys wanted me to go back to England or want me to do another La Liga career mode. But for me, I think it's pretty clear for myself is that I kind of want to get away from the La Liga or Premier League at the moment. Of course, if time allowed, I will be again traveling back to La Liga or the Premier League or even any other league, just to play around. But this time to Germany, a brand new start, a brand new team, a brand new country. I think that is the most important part. Again, I don't know about this team, but right now, I'm just checking their scoreline at the moment. They're sitting at 19th right now, so they're not a very good team. Again, it's a 1.5-star team. Doesn't have much financial backing by the board, so I decided to, you know what? There's an investment opportunity for this club, and the owner of the club has injected 12 million into the transfer. And of course, the setting that I made was it is going to be an ultimate difficulty. The European competition has been, it's disabled. Transfer has been disabled for the first summer, I believe so. I think there's other more that I added. I think that is it, right? Yeah, it's just that. So 12 million cash, or 12 million euros cash has been injected into the team. And let's try to learn the team again. I don't know much about this team. I have to put a disclaimer out. And I certainly do not know how to pronounce the majority of these players' name. Again, I'm very bad at pronunciation. You guys probably know that. I tend to sell players where I do not how to pronounce their names. Holy crap. I'm trying to find so hard to find a name for that. But there you go. They are employed with a 4-4-4-2-3-1 system here. And again, don't know much about this team, but eventually this is where look at these two players. Have a beautiful set of hair. I used to have hairs like that, but I just cut it about a month ago. I don't know why I'm talking about my hair, but this is a team that we'll be working on. And let's see, based on here. So we got Philip. You know what? The thing is, I'm not even going to go ahead and butcher the name. I just kind of go over it. A lot of players, certainly the contracts are coming to an end. I think extending the contract would be very wise at this point, right? But then we don't really have much to do. So, a lot of them. That's the thing. A lot of them are, local German-born players. Maybe a few other nationalities joining in as well. But again, if I'm doing a third division, you guys probably know this is a road to glory. Again, we are trying to do the best we can with this team and hopefully being able to compete with the likes of, Bayer Leverkusen, Dortmund, Frankfurt, Bayern Munich. I think that is our goal, which means we got to go to the scouting report, isn't it? Let's look at it first. The first scout has been dispatched, and this is the current academy report. None of them looks good except Koulibaly. Looks like a fantastic player. The Vibes, I think that's how you pronounce his name. It's decent, but it looks like Rosales is not going to make the cut, unfortunately. But Koulibaly looks like a very good player. But because you guys can probably see that, 41 overall with the potential relatively high, which means he might be playing in the wrong position. 5'11". Based on the stats, he's not fast. He's decent, but I don't think he's a central defensive midfielder. I think he might be a center back, a 5'11" center back. Let's see if how long. Oh my god! Or even he might be a left back. Who knows? You know what? Let's go ahead and try to do that. Let's try to convert him into a left back first. I am just kidding. I feel like he might be a right wing. I don't know. He doesn't look fast. Unfortunately, Patrick Shiver doesn't look like the type of scout that I would want in our team. So I decided to fire him. $10,000 for the compensation fee, which is totally fine. And right now it's all about, oh my god, none of them looks good, to be honest. Let's go for France, but the player or where we're gonna set up is definitely around the German area. So I did search this up based on the top 3 nationalities in Bundesliga. Switzerland is one of them. You have the likes of Machado Rodriguez back in the day, even Shaqiri. Yes, it's Shaqiri and Granit Xhaka as well. I mean, these players are from Switzerland, and also Jan Sommer. Don't forget about that. So I'm going to send him there for the first scout, and later on, it doesn't look like we have a lot, but Austria, again, we do receive some of the Austrian players. I'm also going to do that as well. So where's Austria is right there. Another 9 months deployment. And for the last one, Romania. I mean, I wish I have a German scout. I think I'm going to change that in the near future. But meanwhile, let's just deploy all these scouts first. I'm going to send this to Germany. Another 9 months. So it's all done and dusted for the scouting department. So I have changed the formation for this club. So they were playing a 4-2-3-1 formation at one point. But again, I want this team to play a little bit more of aggressive wing play football. Hence, that my tactical vision, it's more on the wing play version of things. And in terms of the tactics, you guys can probably see here, wing play, you guys can probably, have a look, have a reference. I'm not going to go over them. For the role, it's pretty much simple. Everybody stays the same way, I would say. So the instruction, actually, my bad. So you guys can probably browse around or play around. I'm not the best in terms of setting up instruction or tactics, but this is the best I can go for. And this is the team and formation that we will be heading to glory. Can you imagine that we're playing our first game already? I mean, it's only 21 days into the new season, and right now we're playing our first game in the league against Rot-Weiss. Certainly, I did sim the majority of the preseason game. I think we drew twice and we won one game. I think that's what we expected. But today, I'm trying to... What is going on? Wait. Okay, wait. Oh, okay, good. I thought there's no game in August for some reason. But today, let's try to squeeze in maybe 3 to 4 games today. Again, I think this is more of an introductory, that type of video. I certainly don't know much about the team well. But in terms of this, change position, Koulibaly is 47. For real? 47 only? He might be... You know what? Even though he went up by 6... He might be a center back. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. He can actually play everywhere except center back. But let's see. If I switch him into a winger, I'm not sure how this one turns out to be. But let's hope for the best. He might be a winger, so I'm just gonna test the water just a little bit. And I hope Rick Devay is gonna be playing for us. He seems like a very decent young player, but certainly not decent enough for us to promote him at the moment. So for the first few games of the season, or until we get the first scouting reports from all over Europe, I think that this is where we're going to stick to. Again, even if I do the preview to you guys probably don't know who's like which player is which. So I'm just going to quickly go over the press conference and I'll show you guys my player for the first game of the season. So this is the team that I'm going for. I don't know any of them, so I'm going to have a hard time pronouncing their names. So in goal, we have Klauwen. And back four, we got Sternberg, Redeman, Group A, I don't know. Sommer. In the middle, we got Herzog. And as an attacking midfielder, that would be Gozuzirin. Oh my god, I'm going to have a hard time in this career mode. But front three, we got Houtman, Akono, and also Falesko. Again, this is more of a team where I'm just going to test the water and see how good this team can be. Our objective for this season is very simple. Let's try to get a promotion here. And the first game of the season has officially arrived. And the players' movement, it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit slow. But again, this is the type of game, this is the type of career mode that I have to get used to. It's not like Celta Vigo, Steven H at Arsenal, where players just completely know where they're going, what they're doing, and we just lost the ball there. That's a good tackle. Here comes our number 25. Cuts it inside to the middle, finding Hertman. Oh my god, that was our first chance right there. And turns the ball back again. Go for it. Velasco on the right. Finding Herzog. To Sommer. Put a good cross in. And we got ourselves a corner. And our central attacking midfielders are going to... Oh, my... Close range. No. That was the first chance for us. That was a proper chance to help us to score the first goal in this season. That's a good tackle. So number 25. Finding Velasco on the right. Cuts it inside. Oh my god. Another missed chance in front of goal. Comes Velasco. Oh, that's a beautiful ball. And we just need a good cross into the middle. Akuno with the header, but straight at the goalkeeper. Sommer finding Gozirin on the right before halftime as well. Good turn. Velasco. Oh, yes, there you go. We have scored the first goal right before the halftime. And Velasco have scored for the club. I think he's playing as a right winger, I believe so. But I think in real life, he play as a left wing. But again, we're trying to play that inverted winger role. But that is such a good turn as well. Akuno feeds the ball into the middle, into the penalty box. And finding Velasco, again, he held the ball very well, making sure he got enough time and space to score. And we have done so, 1-0. That's a good tackle. Can we get the ball? No, we can. Obu's back on the left. Good skills. Driving down the left-hand side. And again, we just can't get rid of the ball, but that was a very good save by Clewin. In the box. Oh my god, that's a very good finish. It would have been a penalty anyway, but 17 more minutes until the end of the second half. They had got one back. It was a very good finish. Oh my god. Not now. That was a very good defending. Perhaps a counter-attack before the end of the game. Here comes a Kono. Looking for a pass. Finding Padillo. That's a good ball. With his left foot. Oh, that's a good save by the goalkeeper. Potentially, that might be the winner. But the game hasn't ended yet. Beleme on the left. Cross it in. Oh my gosh. Right behind the Kono. Oh, that's a good through ball. 87 minutes in. I would rather take a draw at the moment. That is not a good cross. And perhaps we can do the impossible. One last chance. Padillo. Oh, on the right. Oh my god. Oh, the goalkeeper. What a save. That guy is certainly the man of the match. In this game, without him, I'm sure we would have scored another 2 to 3 goals. But I'll take that draw, to be honest. I mean, people think that this is not a very good team. Not a very good German side, especially in Division 3. But based on what I'm seeing, based on what I see, I think this team is capable of handing in a promotion by the end of this season. I forgot to show you guys the objectives for this season. So it's pretty simple. Let's try not to finish in the bottom part of the league. Sign one young player to defensive position or defender position and play them in 5 matches, either as a starting role or a sub, which again, the youth development, I have no problem with completing that. But in terms of the domestic success, even though it's a very low priority, I think in the cup competition in the DFB Pokal, I think reaching to the round of 16 could be a little bit difficult. Second game of today's episode is against Dresden. I believe they are a better side in the Division 3. I believe they had some young, pretty exciting young players. But for us, we're young players as well. But the exciting one, Herzog, unfortunately, won't be fit to play this game, unfortunately. And to replace him, it would be Aguirre. Oh my god, I'm literally butchering the name. Or even Behrens looks like a very good player, but 46 pace doesn't quite interest me. But that's the only change that I'm going to make ahead of this game. Gasurin to Sternberg. Just need to pick up a clever pass into the middle. Sternberg might be offside. He is offside. Oh, that's a good ball. We might be in trouble, but if we do our defensive duty well enough, we might be fine. Not quite, but that's a good save by Clewin. Corner swings it in. And just like that, we conceded from a corner. It was a poor goal to concede, but it is what it is. You can't really expect too much from this team. Sternberg on the left. He has been really, really bright for us so far. Good cross in, but it was... Oh my god, how did Akuno couldn't put that away? Corner swings it in. Oh, that's a good header by Kono, our striker. Yeah, he's our striker. He's our number 14. We need him to help us to promote this season. Just like that, 2 goals are being scored from each corner. There's Valesco sending the ball to Kono on the right. There's 2 defenders onto him. Can he put a good cross in? That was a little bit lucky. I'll take that. Here comes Taff. Go for a shot. But that was a good block. Again, we're looking very bright here in the second half. Here comes Taff. Finding Kono. Lays it off. And we just keep passing around, aren't we? That's a good ball. Valesco on the right. Cuts it in. Good pass. Oh, and there you go. Is this the winner? Our central attacking midfielder, Gosu Surin, have scored the winning goal, perhaps. I still don't know how to pronounce his name. I think at this point, I'm just going to give each and every single player a nickname going forward. There it is. A 2-1 victory, our first win of the season. It was a very good win as well. This team shows some resilience after conceding the first goal. But I think right after that, we have been all over them. The 1st of August is here, which means we got 3 academy reports coming in, and I can't wait to see what we have here. And, ooh, Müller looks like a good player, but other than that, these 4 players. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is Quentin Müller is going to be signed up right now, but unfortunately, these 4 players are not going to make the cut. Let's go to Austria now. Wagner is not going to make the cut. Weber looks fine, but I don't think he might be good enough, but I will let him to stay in the report as of right now. Ronald Sommer looks like another decent young player, and Gruber will not be making the cut. And the last one here in Germany is very disappointing. Unfortunately, none of the players are going to make the cut. Rick de Vries looks like a very good player here, but again, I'm just going to wait until he is able to employ as a right winger at the moment, but unfortunately, Koulibaly might not be making it. 47 rated, but his potential has dropped. I really thought he might be the one. In terms of Ronald Sommer, he looks like a good player. Again, he's a central defensive midfielder, which means, but he has a very good pace, right? He might be a left winger. I don't know. Let's see. Or even a left back. Defensive, his defending stat is horrible. 36 defending, 43 physical. He might be, I don't know, he might be a winger. He looks like a winger to me, that's the thing. Or even right back. Right back? Yeah, you know what? Perhaps gonna put him as a right back as of right now. Alright, next and final game will be in the DFB Pokal, and we're playing against Elversberg. Again, I don't know much about this team, but there's only one thing in our head. Let's try to go for the round of 16. I hope we're going to win this one, which means that I'll be rotating the team quite heavily. I'll be right back for that. I've made quite a lot of changes ahead of the next game. There's only one player who kept this starting place, is Sternberg. And on the bench, we got pretty much the first team player who might come on just in case if we fail to win this game. Oh no. Just like that, in between our lines, we have given up the first goal. 7 minutes in, and Augsburg have scored the first goal. Poor defending, but again, this is what you expect from a 1.5 star team. Here comes Rochelt on the left, who has been really bright for Augsburg for the first 20 minutes. We're having a lot of trouble just to mark him up. And again, they're just playing amazing football. That was a good block. And a counter-attack might be ensue at this moment. We put on a good through ball to Padillo on the left. 24 minutes. Can we get our first shot on target of the game? And we just lose the ball. Oh my god. Oh, this player, number 30, it's so slow. He's a big giant at the back, don't get me wrong, but once the defender or once the attacker just turned on him, you just know there's no point of coming back. And it looks like we can't even reach to the round of 16. Good ball. Oh, go for a shot. That was a good save. That was our second chance of the day. Can we perhaps find a consolation goal? Perhaps a comeback? Oh my god. Well, this is the difference between qualities in today's game. Polito on the left. Maybe one last chance. Gossasurin. Herzog. Oh my god. Yep, it shows that we're not going to win this game, nor we're going to score this game, unless we're going to score here. Corner whips it in, headed away, puts it back into the box. But we are out of the cup competition, which means that we played 2 in the season with 20 teams and with 36 more games to go. So I don't know how we're going to, do this, but I feel like we have pretty much nothing to play unless, or, we still have a league. I think we can all admit we're not at that level yet, unfortunately. So being out of the Pokal at the moment could be a benefit for us, to be honest. We can just solely focusing on the league. I'm not guaranteed that, or I can't even guarantee that we're going to be promoted, if I'm being totally honest. I thought the last game was a little bit dull, a little bit boring from our side. But again, it really depends on the young players that are going to be promoted. Again, this is more of a road to glory, that type of video, that type of series where I'll be heavily focusing on the young players. But at the moment, we got nothing from the Youth Academy report. So we just got to stick with whatever the team we have, right? So if I do the math correctly, we still have 36 more league games to go in this season, which means I'll be dividing that up to 6 games per episode, just a little bit more than the usual. Again, I'm trying to finalize the first season as soon as possible, because again, it's going to be a little bit boring. But if you guys, decide to stick with this series, stick with this channel, I'm forever thankful and grateful for you guys. If you guys show support to the channel, which means you guys want to see more of this. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.